Organized in connection with the Bhimaratha Mahotsava, the 70th anniversary of the Kuppuswami Sastri Research Institute, we start today's proceeding with the Vedic prayer. This will be rendered by the students of Madras Sanskrit College.
Om Bhadram Karneभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैः स्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ओम शांति शांति शांति.
That is the logo of Sanskrit Academy also. May I request Dr. Kameshwari, Director of the Institute, to welcome all the distinguished invitees.
Revered Swamiji, Swami Veda Tattvananda Maharaji, and all elders and scholars, pranams to everyone. Yesterday we had a gathering talking about the 70 years services of the Institute to the cause of Sanskrit. Due to paucity of time, I had to hurry. But after seeing Swami Atma Priyanandaji Maharaj relaxing everyone, I felt I could say a few words about the institute first to let everyone know what we are doing here. Oftentimes, everybody wonders what Sanskrit in research means. Only those people who deal with such a research will know that it means everything. Everything that is read everywhere in different nomenclature is covered under one word, Sanskrit. So here we are doing research. We are affiliated to the University of Madras for doing MPhil and PhD research. It's completely research oriented only. So we deal with books of ancient times, and they teach us a lot. In the process, every day we are learning something new. Even the grammar that we have learned and we use sometimes fail us in understanding some naughty portions of the text. We are doing different types of texts. For instance, we did a mathematical text, a commentary, Bija Pallava on Bija Ganita of Bhaskaracharya. There we had to unlearn all the ordinary meanings of the words, Sanskrit words, ordinary words, and learn the technical meaning of those words. So we learnt a lot in the process. So also we did on Viditraya Paritrana of Venkatadhwari, a text that is containing the views of Appaya Dikshita's view on Vidhis. There again we learnt so many new things. And again there was a thesis on women legal rights, where we learnt that divorce was accepted and remarriage was admitted, but there is no clear evidence or clear statement that divorce is. There is no clear statement like that, but you can learn it. At the same time, there is always rules and regulations to curb the urge to get divorce. It is not an easy joke to get married and then get separated. So they say life is something very serious, so you cannot take that step without unwarranted reasons. We also have done on Sthala Vrikshas their medicinal and sociological values. So we are seeing everything that we know in a different angle, from a different point of view, so that we are able to tell the world immediately, not immediately because it doesn't reach immediately to the public. When we publish, it may reach the public and it will take a long time for people to Read these books, get interest in reading these books first, and then read these books, and then know the value of all the texts that we have in Sanskrit, starting from the Vedas. There was a thesis we did on dream motif. We found immense material in Rig Veda. There is a god called Araru, god of dreams. Fantastic it was. And the Rigvedic man was a man of naivety. He openly says certain things. He says he is afraid of the dream. So he says, let my dog not dream, let my cow not dream, let my women not dream. Let the dream not come and pester them in the evening, let them have a nice sleep. And they are asking the god to take the dream, bad dreams away to the sea and submerge it somewhere or to the enemy. It was really wonderful. Fantastic ideas we had. And we got the dream continued in Ramayana, Mahabharata and other places. We saw a thought line continuing throughout the ages. Coming to Ayurveda and astrology, we found we can link all these things one to the other and then find a great information on it on dream psychology, which we didn't go into because we were not sure of the path that we were treading. So we started with dream motif, but by the end we did the thesis, we understood there is so much on dream psychology there. Somebody else should take it up and do it. Another person did on sannyasas, how the various, we started on Vanaprastha, but we couldn't find much material on it, so we switched to sannyasa. How the different periods have changed the mode of sannyasa and what modern today how different it is from what the earlier period had said. So we have gone through all these things. We are bringing them all into thesis form first and then later into book form. And there is also interestingly Ganjifa card play. Ganjifa is an art form now, we know that pretty well. That is it is available in Orissa, Bengal and Maharashtra. In Savantwadi near Pune, they are bringing out this Ganjifa cards. It's an art form still living. But the play form has gone out of circulation. They had starting from 120 cards to 364 cards they had used. Like Rummy and other things, they have all sorts of things. But the figures are all the Dashavataras. They are called Dashavatara Ganjifa Kridas. So as you are playing, you are learning the story of all the Dashavataras also. And Ramayana is played during during daytime, and Mahabharata is played during the night. The cards are changing for the day and evening. It was very, very interesting thing to work on. And there is about code language we did. On code, there is so much information that Arthasastra gives. If one reads Arthasastra continuously, you will be afraid that there is somebody at the back looking at us and spying on us. It is such a wonderful treatise on Rajaniti, Raja Dharma, how to maintain the country, keep the control in one's hand, keep the reins in one's hand. Fantastic things really. And it is only Arthashastrakara who says that there is release from marriage. He uses the term moksha only at the time of either of the people in danger of their life, not otherwise. And there are conditions also that they have to return whatever gift they have received from the other party and separate the whatever they have, property and other things. So such a serious study is going on here. It was started by Professor Kuppuswami Sastri, who was Darshana Kalanidhi. He was an expert in not only Advaita, Mimamsa, Nyaya and Sahitya. So it was with the view that Sahitya people should also have the knowledge of Shastra. He started the Shiromani course with the view that Raghunatha Shiromani was a Pandit of the 19th century who combined both the things. So he started the Shiromani course in Madras and was in the Madras Sanskrit College. As I told you yesterday, it was at the age of 26 he became the first principal of the Madras Sanskrit College. He set the syllabus for the Oriental type of learning, and then he went to Presidency College, set the syllabus for Occidental type of learning for MA, then went to Athirvayar, started the Pandit course for Tamil and Sanskrit. They had the idea of linking both the languages. They never shunned one for the other. Then he went to Annamalai University, and then he was the one who codified how to tabulate the manuscripts. The number of manuscripts was lying there in the government oriental manuscripts library left by the Western British scholars. So he collected them all, codified them, numbered them, and then taught people how to read them and everything. He spread the light of Sanskrit at the time when Sanskrit Pathasalas were dwindling. At the turn of the century, Dr. Raghavan writes, there were more than 10 lakhs of Pathasalas in Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu alone, not in India. But by the time of 1930 or so, 20% had gone. With the advent of Western education, we lost thread with our own way of learning things. So, in a different mode, in a different way, he wanted to establish these things. Once again, the same old wine in new pot, that's all, nothing else. He did the same for all the Shastras. He brought scholars from Presidency College to teach comparative linguistics to the Madras Science College professor, to students, and then these professors went to teach them Shastras. So there was a give and take on both the sides. Things were very smooth in those times. Many scholars were produced by him who got Mahamohopadhyaya and the Government of India awards. Rather, it is interesting to note that his own student Ananta Krishna Sastri and himself, both of them got their Mahamohopadhyaya in 1927. He was proud to get it along with his student. Chinnaswami Sastri, Pattabhirama Sastri, Ananta Krishna Sastri were number of people who went out of this college to teach, spread Sanskrit everywhere in the country. Pattabhirama Sastri is one good name. Chinnaswami Sastri is a name for Mimamsa in Banaras. Ananta Krishna Sastri also made mark somewhere else. And after him, his friends and colleagues wanted to start a memorial, just like Ganganaja has one in his memory and Bandarkar has one in Pune in his memory. So here they wanted to do it. For all the South Indian population, he was one leading spirit here. So they wanted to start this institution within the same campus where he was the first principal. So this was started, and Dr. Raghavan, who was his prime disciple, took over the reins and ran the institution very well. And after him, on his demise in 1979, Dr. Janaki took over, and after her we have taken over. We three of us are here. We are running the show now. The problem is the institution is that it has never been having any funds from either the government, state government or the central government, in spite of the fact that Dr. Radhakrishnan had been for 20 years our president, Dr. Raghavan had been the secretary. They thought that the public institution should never have more than enough fund. So that was the view in those days. But nowadays we are finding it difficult because the next generation has to come, for which we do not have funds. In spite of it, public had been very helpful. Philanthropists are there who help us every time that we arrange for such seminars. And this time also we have got enough funds. The entire running of the institution is out of the funds that are generated every now and then. And for the present time we are comparatively well off. We don't have worries at all. That's why we are able to meet all those people and have discussions. And I welcome everybody for this 70th year celebrations and for this Tattvatraya seminar. We hope that we will have a good discussion on these topics, Jiva, Jagat and Brahman, which is very interesting. We are going to see all the 6 darsanas. And now I thank you all again for having come here to listen to this. I now welcome Dr. Balasubramaniam, Deputy Director of the Institute, to introduce the subject to you.